Hello, I'm Veronique from A Chick That Knits. We're working on the Ziggy scarf, and today we will be putting together our little squares and then starting the first chevron. So we will be getting on that. All right, so I had a heck of a time doing this. I don't know why, but I'll admit I did. Follow your colors, make sure you do, because when you do the chevron, that will be right along the top. So you don't want to, for instance, let's say you got some yellow and you put a yellow as one of the squares, but your first stripe is yellow. You don't want that together. So please, I hope you filled out your A, B, C, D, E colors and followed it with your squares. The directions call for doing whip stitch, or any stitch you want to combine your squares. Now, let me back up. You're going to, on this first section, you got a half square right here, full square at the side of it, another full square at that side. So this will get sewn like this. It looks wonky. It makes no sense to me until I get it sewn. So we will start doing that. So first off, I'm going to show the invisible slip stitch, I think it's called. It's totally invisible. It really is. There will be a link on here to take you straight to it. It's really good. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to be working in, when your squares are laying down right side facing, it will be that outside loop on both squares. Do not work through both, only that outside loop. And you're going to start in your corner chain, just like that. You're going to go down through it, up through the one on the other side, on your half square. Sorry, I did it wrong. You're going to go in the corner of it, because this is joining like that. You're going to go just like that. And just for purposes of showing you, I am leaving a tail like that. I'll work it in later. Now, what you want to do for this invisible join, you will go back in the one you already went in, but then up the next one. Pull it through. Yes, I have a lot of yarn. Now you're going to go to the other square. You're going to go in the last one you went through, up the next. And you're actually going to just keep repeating that all the way. So now to the one square, go in the one you've already worked, up the next. Do your next one. In the one you worked, up the next. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way so you can see. In the one, up the next. Now, piece of advice, I do have a very long string here. My grandmother would get mad at me. But I do it so I don't have so many ends to weave in, because I finally did figure out you can keep doing this. I will show you. Okay, my long string. The purpose of it is because I start here. Follow my little arrows. Join these two. Then I join these two. I make my turn. I now join this to that. Keep going and joining what's there beside those edges. Just keep going. And then you will end over here. All being done in one strand. Otherwise, if you do it like I did the very first time, I sewed this, had those ends. Then I added this to that, then had those ends. I kept cutting, and then I figured this out. Then to finish sewing, you would start on the part that's not done, and you will go this way without the arrows, and that will take you all the way through to the finish. So 2 strands compared to 15 to 18 strands works in my book. So you go in the one you've already worked, up the next. Pull your thread. Next, the square beside it, in the one you've already worked, up the next one. Back to the other one, in the square that's been worked, up the next. In the square that's been worked, up the next. I will show you here in a minute how invisible this really is. I think it's magic. In the one, up the next. I should be at my corner, yep. In the last stitch, up the first one of the corner. In this one, which is the last stitch, up the first one in the corner. Now, you pull these ends. Can't really be afraid to pull them tight. Then you'll kind of give it some strength, but it is invisible. And I used a yellowy orange, and it does not show. So if you have scrap fingering weight yarn laying around, use it. So that way you're not using your yarn for the shawl, from the shawl. Doesn't take a lot of yarn, but that will use up. So that's the invisible join. If you happen to be off, like you're off a stitch, let's say this isn't the stitch I need to be at, I need to be at this one. I would just go up through this, go up through this, kind of skip that one, or if you can, go through the two of them like that. Pick that one up that you're missing, that's too many, then go through the next one. Take it with it. You should be okay. And if anybody looks that close to see, they got too close. But I mean, I forcibly put myself off, so actually, we'll pretend I had to do an extra. I'll just keep going on to the next one. It will fix. There. If you're off one, go through, pick up two of them. Do not be afraid to pick up two. Okay, so that invisible stitch, invisible join, which like I said, do any stitch you want. Whip stitch, invisible join, single crochet them together, whatever. It's up to you. I decided to do a slip stitch join where I joined it all in a contrasting color. I used white and had the slip stitch show on the top. I kind of like it. So overall, this is what it would look like. And then before starting the chevron, I have the white. And I'm also going to do my border in the white to bring it all together. You by no means have to do that. It's your scarf. You do it your way. But this is just an option. And I will show you how I did the slip stitch. So, we're going to do the slip stitch join. As always, slip knot. Now, if you decide to do the slip stitch join, I went up a full size. I'm working my squares and everything in a 3 millimeter. I went up to a 4 for the slip stitch. Slip stitch has a tendency to pull tighter. So because of that, go with a bigger hook. Just start off with the bigger hook and try not to go too tight. So, slip stitch join, just like the other stitch, I worked in the top of both sides, both squares. So you find your corner, go in the chain stitch, that top one, chain stitch in a corner on the other square, same thing, go in it. Now this is the tricky part. I always get a couple stitches in and go, what am I doing wrong? And then I remember. Slip stitch, you have to have your thread in the back, not in the front, not on top. So you're going to just now bring all the thread through and through. That first stitch is a little wonky. Now go to the next stitch, in that top one, in the top one, wrap around, bring it through all of that. Make a slip stitch. Go in the top one, in the top one. Bring the yarn through. And yes, somebody's going to be saying how I turn my needle. Yeah, I do. Don't ask me why. It's what I do. I can't get it through that way. I have to turn. Well, or not. There we go. But the thing is, do keep this, if you're going to do it where you get this look, you have to keep, you're working from the top and your yarn is underneath. If you do not do that, which is fine, there are so many ways to do this. You can go, keep the yarn and everything on top. Go through the stitch, take the top ones only. I'm on the wrong side. Like this. Wrap that yarn around, bring it through, do the next one. And yes, because you're going a bigger hook, your stitches are a little tighter, but trust me, it's okay. But here's just a couple done, and it's a totally different, well, you can see where it looks different. It will hang, it'll lay on the side over here instead of over them all. It veers to the side. But there's so many ways to do this, but I like keeping my yarn in the back. So that way I just get a nice line. To me, it's smoother looking. But that's it. You can look up all kinds of ways and play with it. Okay. When you do the joining, if any of you are going to be doing the slip stitch join in a contrast color, keep in mind, only join your squares. Just do those 2 rows basically to join your squares. Because you really can't, and if somebody figures out a way, please tell me. I could not get the slip stitch worked over the top here to where it laid right for me to do the chevron. It always ended up half disappearing when I started the chevron. So what I did, here's my first set. I did my joinings. Then I started the chevron. Then I just did the slip stitch over that, over those stitches. I just worked the slip stitch. That way it laid the way I wanted and it all shows. And then when I got to the end, yes, I'm a little further ahead. I went ahead and then I was able to join the next set of squares to with a slip stitch. But then I couldn't do the final slip stitch until I started the chevron already. So keep that in mind. Do not try and do the outer edges first. Do your chevrons first. All right. So I'm going to use, now keep in mind, when you start your chevrons, there are 2 chevron patterns. There is a standard stripe and an inverted stripe. So this one, where you start down here, is standard. You will have 2 of those to do. Inverted is this one where you start at the top and then go down. Keep that in mind because they're not 2 different patterns. They're the same, but it's your direction. So do keep that in mind. So this one, your first set of squares, will call for a standard stripes. Now, yes, I use the chart. I love charts. I don't like all this handwritten. By all means, use the handwritten. Whatever works for you. But the rows are 5 colors. 5 rows each color. And you will have 6 colors being made, 5 rows each. Me being the way I am, I've got my colors written, which one is A, B, C, D, E. But then I also wrote B is the first 5 rows, E is the second 5 rows, D is the third, then A, then C, then E, then B again. Do it whatever way works for you. But that's how I do it. It's all on one page. So, my B is my multi. And the chart shows you're going to start off with 3 chains. You will be working in the corner chain. But to help tighten things up, bring this up, work it in with it. It just tightens things up a little bit. Any kind of boo-boos will be hidden in the edging, if you do an edging. So there's the slip knot pulled through. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, that chain 3 was done in the corner. So now you're going to work a double crochet in each double crochet going up the side of this. Do a double crochet in that very first double crochet and work over your end piece to help feed it in. And you're going to go, just keep doing a double crochet in each double crochet until you get to the corner. So you're going to be working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 double crochets across the side before you get to that corner. So there's 1. I didn't count something, no. 3, 4. Nope, I missed a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm at the corner. It is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in that corner to make your point. It will make that chevron point, just like your squares are. They got the point. That point's going to continue all the way up. So there's 1, 2, chain 2, do 2 more. I messed that one up. Okay. So your point is done. Now you're going to work across the tops. You're going to do 6 more. 6 double crochets. So 1, 2, and yes, do double count them, because it's very easy to have the wrong count. And on this upside down point down here, you do not want to be miscounted. So make sure you're always counting that you did 6. Now we're here at the down point. The very last double crochet before the 2 joined. Here's your 2 corners. They will not be worked. So you're going to work into this last double crochet. You're going to do a half double. You're about to do a double crochet decrease. So you're going to start a regular double, go through your 2, stop, start the next one, and you're going to go into this half one, this first double crochet on the next block, start another one. I'll show you. It's easier to show than to try and explain. We're doing a decrease. So do part of the double crochet. There it is. It's halfway done. Leave it. Wrap again. Now you're going to go to the next square, into the first double. Bring that through, do a double. Now you've got 3 left on your hook. You will bring it through all 3. You've done a decrease to get that point. Move the paper out of the way. So there, we've gone up, then we've gone down. Now you're just working the up again. You're going to go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That corner, 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. Then you're going to come 6 down. When you get to that very last one, work half the double, pick up another one, do the decrease. And you just do that all the way across. And the next row is the same thing. That's it. Did our decrease. Now we're going to go 6. I've done 1. 2, 3, 6. Okay, the top point, 2 doubles, 2, chain 2, 2 doubles again in that point, because this is what's going to make your points. Now we're going to work 6 down. Now if, let's say you go down and, oh well shoot, I only have 5. We'll pretend I only have 5. Do 2 double crochets in 1. Just make sure you have 6. Always make sure it's 6, because otherwise you're going to get your count off. So if you only have 5, do an extra one in one of the stitches. It's no big deal. If you have one too many, do a decrease. Crochet 2 double crochets together to make them 1. Not a big deal. So don't worry about it, because that's an easy fix. We're going down 6. So the last one, that's my last one before the corner there. Do up half of the double. Go over to the first one on the next square. You're going to wrap your yarn first because you're doing a double. Come through. The last 3 stitches, work them all together. Done. There's your down point. And like I said, I like the chart. It shows it better to me than words do. But do it the way you have to. The words or the charts, because she does have excellent charts. So this is it. That's it. And yes, it will make kind of a hole. Your next row, it will make kind of a hole. You're going to have holes going up and holes here. It's how it's supposed to be. It's all good. That's it. Okay, your chevrons are 5 rows. And if you're going to read with the chart, keep in mind, the chart starts row 1. It reads from right to left. Row 2 is left to right. 3, keep in mind, row 3 is a little lacy number in it. You'll start it the same way, but you're going to skip a double, do a double, then you're going to do a chain 1. Simply put, you're just getting this. I'm going to move that. You're getting this little bit of an eyelet lace pattern in the center of every color. So it's 2 rows. 3rd row is the eyelet. Then 2 rows solid. And all the eyelet is you do a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, do a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. If you follow the chart, in my mind, the chart here is very easy to read. You go up 3 chains right here. You turned, chain 3, skip 1, double crochet in the next double. Chain 1, skip a double, work your next double crochet. Chain 1. It will show you exactly where you're doing your doubles. The chart shows you exactly where to go, and if you just keep in mind, you're going every other. a chain one, double crochet, skip one, double crochet in the next. And the chart shows you exactly where it goes. Even your point will be one double crochet, chain two, one double crochet. Then you're going to chain one. This one you will go in the first one there, which is fine, but then you're going to chain one, skip, double crochet, chain one, skip, double crochet, chain one. Then in this next, you are going to do a decrease. So you're going to do part of your double in this one, then you're going to skip 3 stitches, finish that double, then chain one, and then that's the only thing. But it's easy. Just keep track of your counts. I cannot say that enough times because I did not, and I did it like 2 times before I realized, kept messing up my counts. So count them. All right, so that's those 2 parts for today. The rest of it now, just go ahead, continue on, do what you need to do. Next time we will get together again, and it will be to do the outside border and to make the tassels. So till then, have fun.